Martin Kyere, thank you for being with us here with the Wayamo Foundation, the Africa Group for Justice and Accountability. It's a real honor to speak with you today. Tell us a little bit about why you are fighting for justice and accountability in Ghana.
What we have heard that the UN and ECOWAS has come out with investigation team to find out where about 40 to 50 West African migrants are, and they are nowhere to be found.
Tell us a little bit more about that. You're the sole survivor of a number of migrants who were killed by an armed group that Yahya Jammeh put together. You were attacked in the Gambia, but you've chosen to stand up for justice and accountability for these people that you said no one talks to. Why are you trying to bring Jammeh and others to account for what happened?
You know, it's not about me alone, but it's about people. Why is it happening first place? Because it has meaning to the life of West Africans. People keep on disappearing. People keep on killing. There is a lot of issue in West Africa here, where people keep on disappearing and they are nowhere to be found. And here is the case, that people has been killed, ordered by Yahya Jammeh, the junglers, that take that order from Yahya Jammeh, and they have killed the peoples. You know, the time I was about to escape, one of my guys who has been well tied and beaten up said, it's God who wants to save you so that you tell the world how and why Yahya Jammeh have killed us. West Africa, we have ECOWAS courts, we have Supreme Courts, we have court to the lower level, and people are struggling for justice.
Yahya Jammeh left the country, he left the Gambia, he's now in Equatorial Guinea, where he is essentially the guest of the president there. There are efforts, there are efforts in the Gambia to hold him to account, but it's difficult. We know that it's hard to hold the most responsible, especially high political leaders, to account. Are you hopeful, and what are your expectations that Yahya Jammeh will eventually be held to account for the crimes
I don't think
committed?
it's difficult to have justice, but it seems that African leaders don't want justice. We have joined ourselves together as ECOWAS, as AU, and we have found it difficult to provide justice. Even me, ordinary Ghanaian, find it difficult to have justice. What about others? You know? So it's a test case for those who claim, who said that their government, they are champion in human rights activists. It's a test case. 44 Ghanaians are nowhere to be found since 2005. 10 Nigerians, 2 Senegalese. We are going to learn something from, based on their attitude and their works. You claim that you are human rights advocates, you are champion, so we should hail you. Now here is the case. What are you doing about your people? People need justice. So we want to see, and we want to see the efforts of Ghana government.
So what more they can speak out more clearly in favor of justice and accountability here in Ghana, but what else do you want the government of Ghana to do to embrace the cause of justice, not only in words, but in action?
You know, we had Human Rights Watch, TRA International, CDD, ASLA, ANACED, which is African Network Against Illegal Enforced Disappearance. We are working hard, and we have international support who are ready to support the government in terms of logistics and, you know, anything that will help the government to have further investigations, to have concrete investigations. Last time we had a meeting with the Attorney General, and he said they are going to send delegation to Gambia to meet the authorities. From October till now, nothing has happened. You see, it's getting to 8 months. I think it's getting to 8 months now. Nothing has happened. You see, that shows the attitude towards such cases.
It's clearly very difficult to get the political will and the political opportunities to hold these types of perpetrators like Yahya Jammeh to account, and your personal struggle speaks exactly to that. And I wonder if you have any advice for other victims, survivors, activists who are working against the odds in many respects to hold powerful figures to account for atrocities.
Wayamo, you know, they bring people together to discuss how we can highlight issue of, you know, human rights and, you know, bring justice to the doorsteps of people. It's a nice reception, and it makes you brings ideas. You know, but The situation is that we want other NGOs, the Human Rights Watch, International, the ASLA, the ANACAID, we have Commonwealth Human Rights Initiative, and we have Amnesty. They all have parts, they have all role to play in this case so that we can make the dictator, we can bring the dictator to where he belongs to. And not only to bring him into cell or prison, but also to make the rest to learn lesson from that so that they can respect one another. Because we are not expecting people from Mars to come and make it here comfortable for us to live.
Martin Kyere, thank you for the time. You're an inspiration, I know, to us at the Wayamo Foundation and to so many others. Thank you for taking the time for Justice Talks and for this interview.
Thank you very much.
Much.
Thank you.